Hello gorgeous women, Lucy Shah Jahan with you, and I wanted to come on and just share something that I was thinking about this morning. I was thinking about so many beautiful women that come and speak with me, that come and work with me, and just the journey that you're on right now, but also the parallel of the journey that I'm on right now. I've got my little dog Stevie Nicks on my lap, just heading off for a quick bite to eat in Venice. And for those of you that don't know, I'm actually about to give birth to a little girl any minute now, and what I'm stepping into is the complete unknown. Hey gorgeous Sully. You know, I've never been a mum before. I have never had to look after a newborn. I've never given birth before. And so I'm on the brink of really looking down the barrel of the unknown. And many women that speak to me, there's such a conflict, because they'll say, well, of course I'm on the phone with you, Lucy, because I want to attract my soulmate. But when we get down into the underbelly of the truth of where they're really at, they're terrified, right? There's a part of you that's really terrified to actually let in that level of love for many different reasons. You've been hurt in the past. You haven't had good role models. Maybe you've been abused. Love just hasn't occurred as safe. Yeah, give me a thumbs up if you really can resonate with that. The other part of the conversation is, you know, I don't trust myself to make the right decisions when it comes to love. And ultimately, if I do attract someone in, I don't even know who to be in that relationship. And deep down, we discover that, you know, many of you admit that, you know, you don't actually expect love to work out for you. It feels really scary. You feel like you're going to probably have to be the person that's making all the effort or try and make it work. And so really, what we're talking about here is that unknown of not having experienced that level of love before, that commitment, that connection, actually scares the shit out of you. And until you realize that that's going to keep you in a holding pattern out of the dream of what you want, because you're more plugged into the fear of the unknown than the excitement of what could actually be. Okay, it's a really big nugget that I want to give you right now, because here's the deal, just to let you in on my world. Hey gorgeous Kasha, I don't allow in any negative birth stories right now. I don't want to hear it. I don't want it in my vortex. I'm not interested. Now, I have no control over my birth, but I have control over my mindset. I have control over how I want to approach it, how I want to feel, you know, as a mum, but also in the birth process. And as a little girl, I have to tell you, I've been scared about birth since I was about 4. But obviously with the work that I do and where I am right now, I'm not allowing myself to entertain any negative, scary stories. I'm creating a very precious, sacred experience with my subconscious. And I'm inviting in the unknown and getting really excited and embracing this whole new world. And I just wanted to come on and really speak into that for those of you that are hesitating with what you want in your life. It staggers me with how many women, when I ask, do you want children, say, well, I mean, I don't know. It really just depends on the guy. And I'm like, what the fuck? No. You've got to start getting real and realize that your dream is floating off like a balloon into the sky right now. If you're being passive with it, if you're giving your power away to, well, if and only if I meet the right person, it's all fear-based. So I want to invite you to actually realize that we are coming into November. Yeah, we're hitting a new decade shortly. And if you don't take your dream by the horns and honor yourself with what you want, and then actually go and get the right support so you can actually activate this dream, your dream will not turn into a reality, because you're going to keep letting the fear of the unknown stop you. You're going to keep letting the fear of not being good enough, not being good at relationships, not having a good dating history, whatever the stories are, keep you small. And it's so easy to give our power away and go, well, only if a good man comes along. And that's not you and your power. That's you putting your power outside of yourself. And it's just not powerful. So I just wanted to come in and invite those of you who are sitting on your dream right now. You're not giving it any power. You're not acknowledging what you actually want because you're terrified of all the unknown scenarios, to just sit for a second with yourself and really ask, at its most simplest form, what do I want in my life? Do I want to have a family? Do I want to be a mum? Maybe you don't want to be, and that's cool too. Do I want to be married, or do I just want to have a beautiful, beautiful soul-connected relationship? And get really present to what you want, okay? Because otherwise you are going to be held hostage by not being able to control the outcome of the unknown, and you will end up missing out on motherhood, on marriage, on being the chosen one. I am not saying this because I'm guessing. I'm saying it because I see it happen all the time. When amazing women come to me and they just can't pull the trigger because they're like, well, I don't even know, like, will your program work for me? Or I don't, and it's all this lack of trust. And if you're not putting skin in the game and taking a leap of faith and just making that dream the priority, of course nothing is going to change in your life, right? Love doesn't happen by sitting in your comfort zone. Relationships do, not connected heart love. Connected soulmate love happens from leaping out of your comfort zone, putting your best foot forward, getting your heart open, and taking a big fat risk. And that's the kind of love that I'm here to talk about in this community. I'm not here to talk about vanilla love. Give me a break. I got better things to talk about than that. I'm here to talk about orgasms, heart connection, soul connection, being the most authentic version of yourself, taking up space in the world, and shining your light unapologetically so that while you're in this life, you are fucking living, sister. There's none of this anxiety. There's none of this numbing. It's about full on living to the biggest version of you so you can attract it in. And it's not going to happen from sitting inside your comfort zone, quietly observing, oh, should I do this? Should I do that? It's going to come from guts. It's going to come from you choosing to put yourself forward and to go, you know what? I'm fucking ready to step up and be the best version of myself. I'm sick of hiding. I'm sick of being scared of the future. I'm sick of making excuses. I'm sick of putting shit in my way. I'm sick of my own bullshit. I am ready to fucking soar. And that, I have to tell you, all these women that are watching, all of you, Kasha, Sully, it's like, they're the women that I work with. They're the women that I have the privilege of getting to support. They are just done. They're done with being intimidated by what they don't know, and they're willing to be taken through a process where they can actually be held and supported to step into the biggest version of themselves. And I start to sit back and go, holy shit, we got a live one here. I unleash all these powerful women into the world, and it's just like, I don't know, it's the best job in the world, quite frankly. So, anyway, that's my message, is stop letting the unknown intimidate you and take your dream with both hands and do the work to activate it so that you don't miss out on those desires that you turned your back on a long time ago. So many women that come to me have given up. When we get really serious, they're like, no, I gave up a while ago. I'm already in my plan B. I don't even know what plan A looks like. You're not even letting yourself have the plan A. You're not even letting yourself dream because you're already in the disappointment. You're already in the expectation that it's not going to work for you. And I just want to crack that fucking bullshit on its head. Very eloquent. They call me the Aussie with the trucker mouth. Yes, if you work with me, you may end up swearing a lot more. That definitely is a side effect. But yeah, like, who are you not to be the chosen one? Who are you not to walk down the aisle and have the most spectacular, heart-filled wedding day, if that's something you've always dreamt of since you were a little girl? Who are you not to go and have the most fucking amazing honeymoon and you know, whatever your dream is, you know, travel around the world with your soulmate, do a business with your soulmate? Like, it's up to you. You're the creator. So don't sit there for another fucking year sitting on your dream, being lazy, being victim-y, complaining that love is hard when it doesn't have to be that way. All right? You have a choice. So big love. I just wanted to share my story about the unknown because I'm heading into it right now. But we always have a choice on how we approach our life and how we approach situations. And I'm so stoked and excited and lit that I am going into the unknown where I don't know how it's all going to pan out. I have an idea of, and I'm putting energy into what I'd love, but I'm leaning into it and I'm excited that it's going to stretch me and grow me at a really deep level. And that's what a soulmate relationship does. And that's what doing the work on yourself does, is you start to really see what you're made of. And that's living, right? We want to be stretched. We want to grow. Yeah, we want to make sure that we're not just existing and surviving, because what the fuck is that? That's being a dead person while you're alive. Pretty sure that's not what your mission is on this planet. So I love you girls. I'm sending you big, 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 big hugs from LA, and I'm going to go and see my friend. Mwah! That's right, Sully. Love you, Kasha.